I'm Cape Joel, and this is Comic Smack, your weekly, daily, all the time, anytime comic show where I give you your fix of everything you need to know from the world of comic books and superheroes. And on today's show, we're taking a closer look at All-Star Batman number 5. Can Bruce Wayne save Harvey Dent, or will his soul forever be damned? Let's hop on in together and find out, shall we? So, picking up from where the last issue left off, an army of bloodthirsty everyday people hoping to get rich off the bounty placed on Batman's head storm the riverboat where our heroes and the villains are all shacked up. KG Beast and the Gotham gang lords are so busy fighting off this assault of people that Batman, Two-Face, and Duke manage to slip away with the help of a giant oversized poker chip. Geez, if Batman likes that poker chip too much, he might put it up in the cave right next to the giant penny. He has, a penchant for giant oversized pieces of currency now, doesn't he? Getting off the boat was the easy part. The hard part is going to have to traverse this giant waterfall, which the writer goes out of his way to tell us, just because they do it a lot in movies and other comic books doesn't mean a waterfall couldn't totally kill you. Oh sure, the fall is deadly and you don't know what you're landing on, but here's the thing, the human body has a lot of holes on it, and water shooting up it super hard, yeah, that's gonna hurt. This means Batman has to end up making a big giant seal with his cape to make sure that everyone is safe. Batman and Duke are still a ways away from their destination and curing Harvey Dent of his Two-Face persona once and for all, but luckily Tweedledum and Tweedledee, total D-list Gotham baddies, just so happen to be in the area, and because of that they now have a ride to take them there. Now back in Gotham at Stately Wayne Manor, things are getting pretty tense. Commissioner Gordon and Bullock have taken over the mansion and are trying to break into the cave. Or, what they believe to be the cave. Gordon says he doesn't know what's the truth and what's not, but he does give Alfred a chance to get in touch with Bruce. All this bit really manages to do is add yet another ticking clock in a story that already had a bunch of them. There's many layers of ticking clocks, you see. Also, we find out later that Two-Face had actually had his hooks into Alfred too, knowing his secrets, that back when Batman first started, Alfred considered paying someone to go kill the Joker. If only because deep down in his heart of hearts he feared that one day Bruce might actually end up crossing that line and he didn't want to see his son dragged off to jail. But this is a big revelation, but it's treated like a minor subplot. Now when our heroes finally reach the old boys' home that Bruce and Harvey had shared as children, they find under the floorboards a serum that Harvey had spent a bunch of his money synthesizing. Basically the idea is if he gets shot up with it, he'll be able to shut off the negative side of his personality once and for all. Pretty simple, right? Only it's here the story starts throwing all sorts of curveballs and left turns at us. You see, Harvey wants the serum, but it's not going to do what they think it's going to do. Harvey wants to give up. He's tired of fighting his darker half, and he finally wants to be free. This is why Harvey was the one behind the acid rain attack from the very first issue. He wanted to push this confrontation to the moment, knowing that only Batman could be the one to give it to him. In fact, in yet another ticking clock, Harvey says that if Batman doesn't give him the serum, and soon, there will be yet another acid rain attack in the city, only instead of rain, it'll drop this very same drug that will turn people into either saints or sinners. So that's a hell of a lot to take in, but ultimately it doesn't matter because Batman isn't going to do this. He's going to fight him every step of the way on the matter, and because of it, the two end up fighting on top of a giant cliff. Batman does shoot something into Harvey, but it's not what he expected. It's an actual variation on the serum, something that actually brings something close to balance to Harvey Dent's life. Essentially, Batman takes away Harvey's easy way out, saying that if he wants to be in control, he can fight for it or not. So yeah, the villain is vanquished, but that's not the end of it. The angry mob of people looking to claim the rewards show up, but so does KG Beast, and thankfully they all kinda end up taking each other out. The only loose end is actually all those Gotham gang lords who are trying to kill Batman and Two-Face. Old Dark Knight decides to give these guys a visit and get them out of hiding in perhaps one of the funniest and pettiest ways ever. He dresses up like KG Beast looking for his money. All-Star Batman number 5 was a satisfying enough conclusion to this story, even if I feel once again, despite my love for Scott Snyder, he's not that great at endings. As I mentioned before, there were so many ticking clocks going on near the end, I didn't exactly know what I should have felt more worried about. Also, seeing as this series will continue, I really hope Batman and Alfred have a talk about that whole him taking a hit out on the Joker thing. I feel that could be a really good conversation. Well, I certainly like exploring Two-Face's character and this storyline giving us a darker, more menacing, more hateful version of the character, adventure with a reinvention and a new focus on secrets. I couldn't help but be ever taken so slightly out of the book by the whole, oh, and then he had a magic drug that returned him to the status quo. Now, all that being said, Romita Jr.'s art is as good as ever. We get some really great fight scenes this issue. I loved all the rain effects. Duke feels really useful in this book, and I'm glad to see he finally gets a chance to shine in something. Overall, I feel comfortable giving this one a 7.5 out of 10.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching my newest video. I hope you enjoyed it, and while you're here, why not check out another video I have on offer, or maybe if you're feeling in a supportive mood, you want to like or subscribe. And if you want to support the creation of more videos just like this one, then please by all means check out the Cape Joel Patreon. A little bit goes a very long way, and I will see you all next time.